Everyone, hello! The Club Anime.
Welcome.
I think
Seki,
Vorn is
Vorn,
right. We do
Realm, Knick-Knack.
Shoe and base.
Yeah, Realm, I get it. I mentioned to him last time that it was going to get real old 5 episodes a session.
It gets old for us. It's not like they have to sit through every single one of these over and over again.
It's just really weird just hearing welcome to the anime club and then all of our introductions again and again and again.
That's why I mixed it up this time for us.
Literally, they mixed up the word order.
All right, so now we're going to go ahead and discuss the OP, the ED, the animation, all that good stuff. And the soundtrack, too. So, let's see. I guess we could start with the OP here, or everyone's general thoughts on the OP. I'll share mine last, I think.
I liked, actually, the art in the OP. It's very nice. Especially, also, you can kind of see the progression of the art throughout, like, the series. How well it's actually improved.
All right. Anybody else have any comments on the OP?
I like the OP, but I felt like at least for the first part until we got to I think it was episode 23 or 24 where the OP like actually visually changed. It was using the very similar one to the first OP but the song just changed to colors or from colors to the other one. I don't remember its name off the top of my head.
World's End?
Something like that. I don't know the name of it.
But I did like the actual transition to the new OP because it's really fitting for like the anime as a whole.
Moving away from the original OP just disappointed me.
Okay, you guys remember?
I love the original OP so much.
You guys remember my last hot take that this was one of my favorite stretches of anime of all time?
Yeah.
This time, my hot take is this is one of my least favorite OPs of all time. I fucking hated that second OP specifically. I hate that they reuse animation. I hate the voice. I brought it up in I brought it up in the Get Backers OP. I hate the tone of voice they use because they use the same tone, different like rhythm, but that same tone of voice, the same like strain tone. I hate that.
While I don't give jack shit all about the art or reused animation, I could care less about reused animation. I just liked the first opening better. So much better.
The second opening that they did for this stretch of episodes, the one that happened in literally 2 episodes, I think. I didn't mind the song, but the art was, and it was good artwork, but it felt kind of phoned in as an OP in terms of like what it was visually, at least. The song, it was okay. It was an OP. I don't have like a hot take on the song. I just feel like the art could have been, they could have done a little bit. There's no animation in that OP at all, I don't think. It's all JPEGs. Anyone have any comments on the ED?
I just skipped it.
I like it enough and I'm listening to it, but it's nothing I remember. Like, if I hadn't been trying to listen to it just for the episode, I probably wouldn't have kept listening to it.
Typically, I also would just skip it because there would be a cliffhanger and it'd be like, ooh, I want to see what happens next.
Yeah.
Let's see. So, the art style, not much has changed since the previous season. It's the same kind of art style.
But it is, so the last time we watched Code Geass was before we shifted to our new format. Right?
Yes. This is the first time we're really going over it in this detail.
I do want to mention, right, so this is an older series. We've talked about this before. And it is one of those shows that does have the unique art style. It does have its own art style. But the art style reminds me, like when you pause the picture sometimes and you just look at it, it reminds me of panels from a webcomic specifically. Like the art style when paused looks very webcomic-y as opposed to like manga-ish. Because there is a defined, like webcomics have a certain style like that they use with their panels, like which movements you see like frozen and stuff. And this is very reminiscent of a lot of more modern action-oriented webcomics in the way that it's snapped. So it makes for a lot of good stills when you pause the anime.
I mean, I like the art style well enough. It's not visually unappealing, and it's definitely, it does something, it does its own unique thing, I think. I don't think I've seen an anime Okay, no, Ouran High School has something similar in terms of the character design, I think. The lankier characters.
The lankier characters, but you'll find that in a lot of shoujo. I think what sets this apart, so I don't generally look at body type when I'm looking at art style unless it's something like Dragon Ball. The face shape and eye shape is usually the indicator of having like a unique style, like face, eyes, hair, because that's really what a person draws their character to be, like their face. And this does have a pretty unique face, like hair and eye shapes that are kind of attributed to the characters. It is its own style. It's not similar to really anything of the period.
Like,
and I think the other thing is with body forms, there are like fewer options, just in general.
Like you
Sorry,
can't
Ralph.
just, that's okay. You just can't like take like say Lelouch's face and paste it over say I can't remember his name. His best friend's name.
Suzaku.
Yeah, Suzaku.
Yeah.
You can't take them and just like paste them over and they're the exact same character.
Mm-hmm.
I might do some Photoshop later.
Catch our new thumbnails.
Oh yeah, going back to Seki's thought a little bit ways ago about this actually looking like a webcomic.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of surprising because this is actually an original anime.
And I say that's interesting, and the reason why I bring it up is that in the last week, I had this discussion with Nick Nack that went for like 6 hours, and then I started rabidly reading manga and webcomics and manhwa, just really threw myself back into it. And some of the stills, when you like pause it, actually remind me of a couple of the series that I'm reading right now. Like they look vaguely similar in just like facial expression and the way it looks. Also, Korean, because I read a lot of Korean webcomics in general, Korean webcomics have a slightly similar art style in general to each other, which is all vaguely reminiscent of Code Geass.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely read a Code Geass. Like, if this were like a manga, I know there are Code Geass manga, but like if this were originally a manga, I'd probably read it. It looks like an appealing still art style.
It is interesting that it is an original anime, though.
Yeah.
Now, it is an anime, though, so we're not...
Thank you!
Becky, stop spreading the virus.
Get the COVID.
Blowing down the house.
This is... I may be infected by 100 other people, but y'all are going to be infected by Seki over here.
I have allergies.
I feel that. Let's see. So we're talking anime here, not manga. So we're not talking stills here. We're talking movement, animation. I like the mech fights. I appreciate the mech fights a lot more now, actually, on second watch than I did for first watch through. They happened. I always had a lot more love for like just the in-person interactions. Later on, though, like rewatching it, and especially since I've started like a little spin-off series that does 3D animation, I really like that they do the 2D mech fights. You don't see that as often anymore, I don't think. And it's a nice little contrast to a lot of modern action which incorporates CG, which I still like that. But this is a lot more like, I do like that they managed to do a mech series all 2D. I think that's impressive.
Well, also, to compare it to like Gundam, I think Freedom Fighter or Destiny or
Any of Gundam, really.
like I'm
It's all
trying to
mech
remember
fights.
exactly like one of them because like they reused a lot of animation that really made it bad. But like
Yeah.
this, you don't notice the reuse of animation. I don't think there is any at all.
Maybe when they're starting up the mechs, like they put Suzaku puts his key into the Lancelot and turns it.
Because it's the same every time.
Yeah.
They're not changing the way that they unlock the machines every time.
I don't know. I think it'd be funny if we got like a crotch shot of Suzaku doing it.
Oh god damn no!
No, I'm being entirely
There's a
sarcastic.
reason why we don't take videos of these podcasts and what we're doing because demonetized.
Okay, no, we don't need. We're not making money to begin with. Fuck that.
Oh, I know, but like.
Also,
it would
our
be.
camera equipment sucks ass.
Yeah, we tried to record one video. And
Okay,
it failed
but we
miserably.
have better options now.
Yeah, but we've kind of got traumatized by the last
That's
attempt.
true. The last one was hellish. Either way, never mind. Never mind about our reused animation. Let's talk about the
What
animes.
animation?
You mean you're not just like a figment of my imagination playing through the same like 10 movements every time I see you? Because you could have fooled me.
Damn. Aiming for the heart. Yeah. Let's see. Is there anything? Oh yeah, So there's also the soundtrack. I actually like. I don't. The soundtrack's not something that constantly hits me with memorable songs, but you get the occasional one like "All Hail Britannia," like the dun 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 dun. I'm not doing it justice there, but I actually do like some of the insert songs that they reuse a few times because it does help convey like what you're supposed to like be feeling or thinking during the scene. I do like when they use that a little bit effectively. Not every song.
You mean it channels God Save the Queen energy?
Yes.
Yeah,
Like
big God Save the Queen energy.
like All Hail Britannia sounds like an over pretentious national anthem.
Yeah.
It's kind of like some of the Star Wars songs, isn't it?
Yeah.
A little bit, but Star Wars definitely. I think John Williams is definitely a step above that, and we're not reviewing Star Wars here, so I will not get into that.
Yeah.
Although we
I will
could
not
have a
make
moment.
my disparaging comments.
We could have a moment where I scream at Psyche to fuck off, and we hit technical difficulties because the mic caps out, and we destroy the Chromebook on accident. But we won't. Okay.
You break it, you bought it.
This is not a Star Wars discussion.
Well, next thing. Yeah.
Well, next time we'll be discussing the themes and storyline, which I think we're going to have a lot
Get
to
over
comment on. So, yes. Well, try harder, everyone.
Indeed.